Hello and welcome back. My name is Lance Dixon with Curriculum and Training Systems. And this week we're going to continue with our discussion about foundational principles of learning, specifically the laws of learning, developed by American psychologist Edward L. Thorndike. Last week we talked to you about the first two laws, primacy and recency, and the law of intensity. Primacy and recency basically states that learning information correctly the first time is always easier than having to relearn information that was taught to you incorrectly. The law of intensity states that a vivid experience is retained longer and much better than an experience that may not have intensity. Those were the first two laws. This week we're going to talk to you about two more of Thorndike's laws of learning. Specifically, we're going to talk to you about the law of effect, and then we're going to talk to you about the law of readiness. The law of effect says individuals best learn information that results in satisfying consequences. If the information is unpleasant, it's going to be harder for the individual to learn. Therefore, one of the things that we do when we teach adult learners is we talk to them about an acronym called WIFM. What's in it for me? Stating the positive aspects that will result in learning the material that you're transferring to them will allow them to be more focused, because it's going to be resulting in a satisfying consequence. Thus, they will learn the information better. So, as an instructor, as a facilitator, take into consideration about the law of effect, making sure that you do everything you can to make the whole learning process as satisfying for the student as you possibly can. The next law of learning that we're going to talk to you about is the law of readiness. The law of readiness states that students learn best when they're physically, mentally, and emotionally ready to learn. Now, this is something that you as a facilitator, you as an instructor, should be very, very aware of. If a student is tired, if a student is sleepy, if a student has personal concerns, the learning process will be much more difficult, because they're either physically not ready, they're either emotionally not ready, or they're mentally not ready. Now, as a good instructor, as you talk to the students, you should be aware of who's focused on what you're sharing, and who may not be focused. And those individuals that you might recognize as not being as focused as you feel the rest of the class are. There can be many reasons for that lack of focus. So, something for you to be aware of as an instructor. Transferring of knowledge. In order for you to be effective with that, the individual that you're transferring the information and knowledge to has to be physically ready, emotionally ready, and mentally ready to receive that information in order for that learning process to be effective. Well, that's all we have for this week. As always, if anything we said has been helpful in any way, please subscribe to our channel. You'll find links at the bottom of the page that can give you more information about curriculum and training systems, the classes we offer, products that we offer, and just a little bit more about the company. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.